Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really cool stuff to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is all going to be taken from a thread by Will-O-Wisp. As you can see on your screen, they've done a lot of research, so massive shout out to them. They've kind of put information about like what the grapes could mean, what the oranges could mean, what the gimmick could mean, different places in Spain and Portugal that could kind of coincide with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's map. Honestly, massive shout out to them, because this must have taken bloody ages. But we're going to go over it today, break it down, but of course will be linked in the description down below, so make sure to go show them some love, because again, they did this all by themselves. So anyway, they say, I think that Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet will revisit themes seen in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. And I also think that Pokemon Scarlet's legendary may very well be a horse based on Helios and infrared light. A thread on why. So I'll talk about Violet first. It's very simple and straightforward, albeit bland font that gets across the point of the name. It's violet in coloration and has white dots, which interestingly Violets the flowers don't have. However, some petunias called night sky ones do. So again, this could be some sort of relation to this flower here with Violet. With the font, as you can see, it's kind of like dotted with white specks, and then so is the flower. So that could be where that font is kind of coming from, because this is the first time we've ever had like the names of like the Pokemon games that aren't in the same font. So I don't know if there's like a reason for that or whatever, but I'm sure there is, but it's just like the first time we've ever like had that. Anyway, I think these dots are stars in space, which is often represented with many blues, purples, pinks, and reds. Violet fits on this spectrum, as does Scarlet. As for the great motif we see, they tend to be a redder and deeper or lighter purple when purple. So again, could be relations to like the stars and the stuff and space and everything like that, which of course Sun and Moon had hints of in regards to like ultra wormholes, ultra beasts, and yeah, like loads of different elements of that. The next thing is the purple grapes aren't really an exact violet and sometimes have little tiny white spots that look like stars. So again, it could be a reach, but also kind of all adds up, all kind of comes together to kind of, I guess, make this point of what Will-O-Wisp is trying to say. So anyway, moving on to Scarlet. Pokemon Scarlet has a thicker, stylized, curled font. It's scarlet in correlation with different tones of its triangles. This makes it look like lava or fire. Spain is a relatively sunny country that is decently warm in the summer. Spain is quite warm compared to, like, I've been to Spain a few times on holiday. Compared to like the UK, Spain is very hot, but obviously I'm not used to hot weather living in the UK. So as you can see, this is the font from Scarlet, and then this is kind of like, I guess, is this lava or the sun or something like that maybe? I'm not sure, but yeah, kind of just relating to like lava there was the font. As for the orange motif, it is most similar to blood oranges, specifically the husk, as the inside is too deep of a red. The outside can be scarlet, but it isn't always. Also, oranges are bowl-shaped and on the spectrum of reddish orange to yellow for the husk. Next up, and the sun is often depicted as a simple yellow or orange ball in the sky, even in the trailer. It's also basically a ball of fire, but something interesting to note is that up close, it's more of a reddish orange to yellowish orange. It has flares and even storms. It's also not all entirely the same color, with different swirls and wisps of one color more than another, more like the logo to Scarlet. Anyway, there is also the gimmick present. Once again, in the Asian logos. This time, it's a 6-tipped star. We need to conduct research on what it could be. Of course, a lot of people think it's kind of to do with type changing, and we've had potential leaks talking about how it's Pokemon changing types and move changing types and stuff like that, but again, we won't know if that is legit until we get more trailers and stuff. But most 6-tip stars results I found were the Star of David, which I don't think is related. Either way, it's a star gem, which further implies space in some way. It kind of reminds me of the North Star Polaris, or I think I've got that wrong there. Polaris. It's not entirely yellow in correlation, but the bottom right corner is, while the rest of it is more green, with a tiny part of the bottom left corner being blue. I think that because the region seems to be based on the whole Iberian Peninsula connected to France, we could visit a little town in the post-game and receive Mega Evolutions. Now, Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I personally don't think they're going to be in the game, but I think there's also like hints to why. If you weren't aware, basically in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they kind of scrapped all the Mega Evolution data from the game. So basically in Pokemon Sun and Moon, obviously we had like Mega Evolutions and stuff, and in the files, all the Mega Evolutions were there, because basically when a Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, it has 2 forms in the data, and as well as that, it has like the Cry and stuff like that. So that was all scrapped in Pokemon Sword and Shield. There was nothing to do with Mega Evolutions in the Gen 8 games. However, though, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, we then got all of the files back. So when they were data mined, we saw that basically the forms of the Pokemon that had Mega Evolutions, like Charizard, Gengar example, were in the game files for Pokemon Legends Arceus. And not only that, all the cries were back in Pokemon Legends Arceus as well. Now we know that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is probably going to run on the same kind of engine as Pokemon Legends Arceus, so potentially they put all of the game files for Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Legends Arceus, because they can easily build on that in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now I don't think that means that we're going to get Mega Evolutions back. It's just interesting that they had them in Gen 7, scrapped everything for Gen 8, and then now they're reappearing in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So again, whether that means we get Mega Evolutions back or not, I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. Anyway, maybe Andorra, if not France, because tiny portions of France are in the peninsula, and because of this connection, I think for now, I'm going to assume that this star has to do with infinity energy as well, and maybe be a way to use Ultra Necrozma again. It needs to be back somehow. Again, yeah, just more talking about Mega Evolution there. Of course, Spain does border France. Kalos is based on France, where Mega Evolution kind of exists very highly, and of course it's not too far for them to go from France to Spain, so we'll have to see if we do get Mega Evolution back. Again, it would be kind of mad, but I'm not convinced yet. Also worth mentioning that the official flower of Spain is the red carnation, and the official flower of Portugal is the lavender. Just kind of neat. These were also a few of those in the trailer, as well as just lots of emphasis on light, the sun, and stars and seas we've seen. Also, obviously, infrared light and ultraviolet light, further aiming towards light being our main theme again. And then now I'll be going over why I think that the Scarlet Legendary will be based on Helios and infrared light. To begin with, I'd like to give thanks to these people, mainly for getting me thinking about this and discussing it with me. So, first I want to say that they do seem to hint towards the next box legendaries as of late, while making the hint Pokemon different and unique enough in their own ways too. So if this is a trend, we won't know Sword and Shields for certain until the legendaries are officially revealed. So yeah, we have like Death, Sun, Royalty, Night, Dark, Offense, Defense, stuff like that. And then Blaze Incineroar posted the first image yesterday, and it gained a lot of traction, but somehow, something that I don't know how to pronounce these names, and I feel bad if I get them wrong, realize is that it seems to be in the shape of a chariot wheel, which is orange emblem and also seemingly made out of I don't know what that means there. But yeah, this is obviously the tweet that kind of blew up and stuff. So obviously the chariot thing is potentially what Riddler Coup kind of posted about, with the dog kind of carrying that thing along. A lot of people think that it's going to be a rideable Pokemon with kind of like a chariot thing. We also know that Scarlet and Violet's codename is Titan. We don't know if this means anything yet, but Helios is the son of some Titans. Also, gold represents perfection in alchemy and enlightenment, wealth, higher ideals, etc. Just about everywhere else, and gods sure do seem to be near perfect. And of course, there was gold present in the reveal trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Helios also set and rose the sun, another hint towards light, if true, and Greece and Spain have had some history. Also, Pokemon X and Y's legendaries were based on Norse mythology, so recent box legendaries don't always need to be based entirely around the culture the games are around. They also seem to make restricted the deal with the past gens if they get too out of hand, so Zacian and Calyrex Shadow definitely fit this, so I anticipate some am I reading this restricted that deal with them this gen? And then Arbuzto brought this up too, so the Scarlet Legendary, which I think will be a Fire Horse, also could be electric or grass type, and maybe have Levitate, if not some new broken ability, or a renamed Levitate that isn't ignored by Mold Breaker like the Light Trio's abilities. And if I missed anything, then please let me know, and thank you for reading all of this. And then they also went on to this as well, saying, read this is the good. I think I'm really sold on space, and at the very least, the Scarlet Legendary being fire. So this was posted by Ituri saying, I've been thinking about the Chariot Wheel, the Chariot Horse Pokemon, and I want to add more. So I'm not sure how to pronounce that. People get angry at me in the comments for pronouncing things wrong, so you can see what the word is. And one of the key deities is that Iberia, and still revered in a huge number of monuments across Spain. Not only Helios was used in the concept, so again, this whole chariot could be to do with the legendary as well. Like, some people think it's a rideable Pokemon, some people think it could be a legendary or something. And then is usually portrayed with 2 lions, maybe 2 legendaries, sub-legendaries, and is represented part of the functions of Hera and Gaia and other fertility and earth goddesses. You can add the concept of stars and solar system of this cited tweet with the legend of Phaeton and the sun chariot driven by his father Helios. So again, quite a lot of information giving us an idea that we could be seeing a fire horse as a legendary, but not only that, something quite present with like chariots and stuff, and also potentially Mega Evolution being back in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Again, I'm not convinced that Mega Evolution will be back in the Gen 9 games. I think it's weird that they took it out in Pokemon Gen 8, which is fair enough because obviously it was to do with Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing and everything like that. But then why would they add it back in Pokemon Legends Arceus? Like, Mega Evolution isn't in Legends Arceus, and the fact that, you know, they're going to be using the data from Legends Arceus for Gen 9, maybe they did that ready for it. You don't know. It does border France as well. Kalos, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts on this whole thread? Let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.